Hey guys, welcome back to Chipped or Dipped. This is Jared Bryan, and I'm going to get you guys a quick message today. I had heard on the radio one night late, the radio got stuck and it said, "Go Apostle, go Apostle, go Apostle." And then another caller called in and they were like, "Hey, what's this Go Apostle thing?" And I was like, "Well, I heard it. You know, I'm sure there might have been other people who heard it. And I hope and pray that they are taking action on it." But you know, it came to a point where, just like the fisherman, when Jesus was walking by, when it was time for the fishermen to make a chance, they could either choose to go on with their life, go about their business, make their money, make their way in life, make their plot in life. I don't know. I was not a professional fisherman. I was delivering packages, but my family, my wife, my daughter, we had a very comfortable life. I was able to send money back to my other parts of my family. We had a life that was easy peasy. But when we changed, we started seeking after Christ. You know, life is not always easy when you're seeking Christ, because Jesus said, "Hey, I'm going to give you the roadmap, but the roadmap, it's a tough road. It's a bumpy road. Not if you know that truly my burden is light." And he says that you will have to go through things because he went through things. They hated me, so they're going to hate you. So all these prophets, it's something special. I mean, Stephen got, the martyr that happened on Stephen, when his face changed, they were stoning him to death, and he was praying for the people who were stoning him. You have people, back in this Bible, the prophets of old, that people were not listening to. I mean, it says, you go to Amos, let's see, 4 verses 7. 4 verses 7. No, we'll go to 4 verse 13. You guys can read all of Amos later on your own, but this is like kind of like Shark Week. This is Prophet Week. So I'm going to be getting into a bunch of these old prophets, because I don't think that there's a lot of preachers and pastors talking about the end times, and they're not talking about what's really going on today. They're not talking about where are you morally, where is your moral decay maybe, where can I maybe help, is there an area that I can show you that might block you from getting into the ark before the flood comes. The ark meaning Jesus. Is there the rainbow was a promise from God that there will never be another flood. The next purge that's happening is with fire. So that's coming, as Micah has talked about. I was jumping around in Micah also. There's so many things in the old prophets are talking about, guys. If you guys get a King James Version Bible and start getting into some of these, okay? But I'm gonna introduce you to the Lord, my God, okay? It says, and this is just power verse number, I think 4 or 5 we're on, but we're gonna be doing some power verses from these prophets all week, and I'm gonna fill in some other things because I have another message for you guys that I've been putting together just on current events, and I think it'll help y'all. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. It says 4 verse 13. "For lo, he that formeth the mountains, and createth the wind, and declareth unto man what is his thought, that maketh the morning darkness, and treadeth upon the high places of earth. The Lord, the God of hosts, is his name. For lo, he that formeth the mountains, and createth the wind, and declareth unto man what is his thought." He declares unto man what is his thought. Job talks about he comes to you in the deep sleep. No, just below that, chapter 5. If you go all the way down towards the end of chapter 5, verses, let's see. Let's go to chapter 5, verse 26. It says, "But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch in Chion, your images." The star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. Which the star of your God, I believe, is Remphan. There's a lot of people who get this confused. They think that the Star of David is the Star of David. It's somehow the Israel has adopted that, and this was to a false god. So I've had a lot of argument, people bucking up against me on this, but it's true. It's right here. It's in chapter 5 in Amos, and it's the star of your God, lowercase God, which ye made to yourselves. And it says 27, "Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, saith the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts." Okay, there's another captivity situation. All right? I'll cause you to go into captivity. You can, Obadiah's got some good things. Micah's got some good things. Oh man, what is... We'll go over to, we'll go to Nahum. Nahum is, he's trying to, as a prophet, trying to talk to Nineveh. It says, "The burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum, the Elishite. God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth, and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger, and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languishes, Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languishes. The mountains quake at him, and his melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yea, the world, and all that dwell wherein, or therein. Who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble." Psalms 91. He is your stronghold in your day of trouble, right? "And he knoweth them that trust in him." So he knows. It says many will do things in my name, but did you know me? But he knows you because you trust in him. You got to go through some trials. You got to be in something for you to actually have to put your trust in the Father. So I'm trying to introduce you to the Father, right? It says after you put your trust in him, it says number 8. "But with an overrunning flood he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up a second time. For while they be folden together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry." Do you know what stubble fully dry? It burns so quickly. So I'm just trying to introduce you to some of the traits the characteristics of God that the apostles are talking about. Yes, he is a God of peace, but he's also a God of wrath. And the wrath is coming, my friends. The wrath is coming. So I'll probably get you guys, I'll get you maybe a little separate power verse, but we'll get a bunch of these coming in, because I'm really getting into reading some of these old prophets, and I'm getting a lot out of it. I'm starting to, fear of God is the beginning of all knowledge and wisdom, right? So if you don't have that, look at all the people running around like they have no care in the world that even God exists. They're all making their graven images and molten images. We'll go into that stuff next. But anyway, I got to help a friend out today. I'm about to make a run. But I wanted to share this with y'all. I hope you guys enjoy it, marinate on it, and you guys don't get chipped. Go get dipped. God bless you.